Hey there, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a short run through of how I've been doing my newer faceted gems. This is mostly just a test run, trial and error type thing, and to make sure that I explain it well. So, give me your thoughts, let me know if I explain things well, if I need to explain things more, and all that fun stuff. So, without further ado, wanted to do an emerald today. So I picked out grass green, permanent green, and hooker's green, and then I'll probably have something darker like a dark blue that I'll pick out. Maybe like Prussian blue or dark indigo, and then or I might go black, just depending on how dark we're gonna make this one. So, first difference from the masterclass, if you watched the masterclass, I think you have, is that I'm going to go ahead and cover basically the entire thing in my light color. I mean, just straight up, like, I want a base coat on it, and that is that. Like, that's all this is. I want the base coat on it, and then we can move on from there. So, I scribble on a base coat. I keep it really, really light. Over the entire gem, because these are polychromos, and we can layer them as many times as we need without issues. I also will be trying to do these with Prismacolors. I just got some because I don't know where my old pack went. I think I left it at somebody's house. So I got some new ones so that I can practice and change things up to explain it to Prismacolor users if I need to. Alright, so going to permanent green. With my medium color, what I normally do now, or what I've been starting to do, is the refracting that I was talking about with the ruby on my, what the hell is it called? Oh, Patreon. Yeah. I'm not caffeinated enough, I swear. Okay, so, what I've learned about the refracting process is about how in the middle it starts, and then on each like little section it changes. Much in the way that when you put water in a glass and you put a straw in it, and you look at it from the side and it's distorted so that it does this. That's what happens with the lights, and they distort like this. So what I've been doing is starting in the middle, and of course with the middle you're only looking straight down, and so it doesn't bother the middle, which is why I've still got these coming out. And so I'll have this shaft of color coming out, and then from here, depending on which way I want to go with it, I would just go here and then color in here, and then a lot of the times these will come back out, and so I might have it here and here, and then maybe like here and here, or something along that line. I don't know. And so I've been just kind of doing this sort of pattern and doing them like this. A couple of bigger ones, and then I do like a couple that are just lines as well. And this is, of course, just what I've been doing. It's not how you have to do it. But it gives you an idea of trying to actually give more of a lifelike impression almost of what actually happens in gems, which is, you know, always my goal, is to try and get it to where it's more lifelike the more that you do it. And then, of course, I'll just go in and, like I said, do a couple of, like, I totally missed it here. Like, it would be here. Right there. But, like, do one that's like this, and then just because it just goes off like that. And the same over here, just with this one, it's going to actually change a bit. I'm going to follow the direction because of its long facet. Not really for any real reason other than that. Whereas this one's going to come this way. So if I have it like this, you come in some, so that it shows that it's a thicker piece right there. And that's all that I've been doing as far as the like lines and the faceting go. But that is the basic idea of it. And then I just continue going with it. And yes, this does take me like forever, but I do love to do my gems this way. So and you know me, I will absolutely just go on forever trying to make my gems look perfect. Because that's what I'm absolutely obsessed with, as we already know. So, I'm going to go up here and then move it over here. Move it over here. Because why not? But it does. It looks really, really cool this way, and I think that it looks so much better than what I was doing before. And it comes with more understanding, more research. I really do sit down and like research these, and like the how and the why. Sometimes I get into like the light dimensions and the physics of it itself, which is always a lot of fun. I love to learn stuff, so. Let's see. This one, I'm gonna go right here, and then probably pretty big right here. And then just block this in. But what I want to know is if this makes sense, like what I'm doing. I mean, like some of it, you know, has these like ones in it, and other times I'm just going to put in some because I feel like it's not covered enough or something. So I just will. But most of the time I'm trying to keep some kind of idea going here of what I'm trying to do. And it's all just tagged off of this one. So that's what I'm doing, and then I'll just go all the way around with it. And I'll speed this up a little bit so you can see that. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like when I've just done all the little like faceting or refracting or whatever you want to call it. And that's just where we're at now. Then we do the lights and the darks, which is why I have my third green, my darker one, to start putting in the shading. One of the other things that I do differently from my other ones is, it's a pattern. Like, depending on where your light's coming from, it's light, dark, like light, dark. You know, okay, like there is a pattern to it. So if you're going to have, your lights right here and then like right here, then the ones around it need to be darkened. So like I said, if this one's going to be light and this one's going to be light, like the highlights coming off of here are the bright whites, then I want this, this, and this. Always the middle. Like the middle, it comes down and it is dark all around the middle. So I usually start there, just doing light shading. Around there, and then as we go, like I will add more darks and stuff like that. But this is my darkest green right now, so it's the one I will use for my shading, and then we'll go darker as we go. I always like to make sure that there is some dark or some deeper color around the edges. It does help a little bit, I think, personally, with the whole idea of it, especially since I feel like they're in settings, So these are going to be pretty dark ones. And then, since there's light coming in from this one, I'll have the shadow from this way. Same with this one. I'll have a little bit of shadow coming in from over here, but not a lot. And then this one, since we have a light one here, this one's going to be dark. But the whole light, dark thing is, this light is this light. These two are lighter. I'm going to have the white highlights coming in. So this is dark. And then this side will be light, which means these will be dark. So go ahead and just make these dark. And then I usually keep these pretty dark as well. And then have some of the lights coming in from down at these bottom ones. But I usually keep it pretty dark. So I don't know if you can understand the pattern thing or not. Some people will, some people won't. I probably need to find a way to better explain it. But anyway, so I'll have, this one's going to be pretty dark as well. So you've got like a little bit of lights, and we have our dark ones. This is light, and we have dark, and then we have our lights, and then dark again. With going around the edges, I prefer to have them at least in some kind of dark or some, just not the lightest color, which is the base. But yeah, I definitely need a darker green or a blue to go darker with these. But yeah, I don't like to have lights just at the edges. I don't find that that's very realistic looking. I mean, obviously there can be. I mean, it's just, but I don't really care for that because I think that a darker around the edge kind of helps make the inside pop some more. So. And then I just go around and I find like which ones I want to be, which facets I want to be lighter, which ones I want to be darker, and just kind of pick and choose and shade just some of the corners in, make some of them darker, some of them lighter. And just gradiate. You start at one corner and you just gradiate into the middle of the gem, or the middle of the, not the gem, the facet, or, you know, make it really, really dark, or however you want to do it. This one definitely needs some over here. And then I'll just continue going, making some darker, some lighter, or leaving some light. I'll get my darkers. Let's check that out. Let's go with dark indigo, actually, because it's just like really, really, really dark. Just to help you see the darks and how dark I'll get it. Because these have to be like really, really dark around my light spots. And these are going to be really, really dark ones. These two, I just go ahead and block in, and then this one is getting lighter. But yeah, that's just how I do it. And then I just come back in with my light green, and I will, the lightest one I used, and I'll help gradiate these out. And I know the video is getting long, and but I'm just trying to explain to you. So I'll just help start blending these in and grading them out and whatnot. And then just showing like where I want more intensity and whatnot. So I will finish up with this gem, but I hope that made sense in a general view, to help you understand what I've been doing. And then I just keep going along here with the darks and figure out how dark I want it, how light I want it. And then I'm going to come back on and do the straight lines with the white thing for you guys.